and welcome to the show about everything and nothing all at once, giving you some humor into your day. Hopefully it's enough to get you through at least the next hour or so that we'll be here. Like us, love us, hate us, we are proof that there is a better podcast. And hello, my name is Tony, and sitting to my left ski,
Double D.
Sitting in for another week for us. Thank you, Double D. And across from Double D,
on the wheels of steel, it's DeeLow.
Ooh, I like that. The wheels of steel. The real Don Steele of DeeLow.
Damn straight, baby.
If you're back in the 70s, you would understand that reference. Coming up in today's show, we'll talk about dreams. We'll talk about some paranormal activity and things related to those paranormal activities, being cursed movies. We'll find out a little bit more about that. And we may play a game as well.
We may not.
I hope we do.
We may.
If you want to get at us, get to us, reach out and touch some butt-y. How do you do that? Via email, Double D.
There is a better podcast at gmail.com.
If you want to get us on Twitter, DeeLow, how do you do that?
You can always twat us at there is a better, the number one. That is, there is a better, and then the number is one.
One, not two,
not tres,
not trois, or
cuatro.
Cinco.
There is a better one.
And you can also find us on Instagram at There Is A Better Podcast. Oh, for the love of God. What do we do here? How do we all start this anyway? Like, I don't know, man. It's this whole thing, this whole fucking show is just, I don't know. It's meaningless. It's garble-a-goo.
Well, it's already started off kind of cursed.
And it's probably best described as
Jabberwock.
That's what our word of the day is from the Wordhole that we have dug out of the hole, a word, and that word is
Jabberwock.
This is Double D's pick, right?
Double D's pick for
so
today.
we have to blame it on him.
That was actually really difficult.
This is related to the game.
Yes, it is related to the game, and hopefully we'll get to that today. I intend that we do.
Well, and by that I mean, that we'll be up front.
Yeah.
We started probably 5-10 minutes into the recording and realized that we were recording nothing.
Nothing
So
was coming through.
Everything had become askew. My computer took a dump. I mean, not literally, because that just would be ugly.
That would be.
It's almost like the studio is a little cursed.
A little bit.
Ooh.
Was your computer working?
Yeah, mine works. It's Microsoft, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, now wait a minute. I have a Windows computer here too, and that was kind of goofing off too. But the Macs, because
you're not a Mac fan?
No.
Oh, really?
Which is weird because I love iOS like devices, but I've never owned a MacBook.
That's a shame.
Well then, meow.
We're about ready to throw down over this. Anyway, first attempt at recording was a mess, and it
was pretty bad.
So, does Jabberwock apply to that concept, or because I don't know the meaning? What's the meaning?
So the meaning is,
I know what it's from.
Well, so I tried looking up Jabberwock, and it came up as Jabberwocky, a playful imitation of language use, or consisting of invented, meaningless words, nonsense, gibberish. And I guess to an extent, this started off as complete wonk and wonky and Jabberwocky.
All right, how are we getting Willie into the mix?
It was wonky.
Free Willy? There, now you're in.
Willy Wonka.
But this is based off of Lewis Carroll, right?
Willy Wonka.
Maybe.
Well, it's got to be. I mean, that was part of Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Waterville? Alice in Waterworld.
Yeah, it's Alice in Waterworld. Yeah.
That's
what's
still
his
a movie.
name? What's
Kevin Costner?
Thank you. Yes, he goes.
No, it was John Travolta.
No.
John Travolta was in Waterworld.
No.
Hold on.
You were right. It was Kevin Costner.
Seven dwarfs and the silly white. Wait, Snow White and the seven.
For the love of fucking
God.
gibberish is this?
Oh my God, I don't even get it anymore. I don't even get. What are we doing here?
We're actually recording now, and it's getting to be a mess.
All
right. So let's get on track. You're leading this show, there.
Yeah,
dude.
sadly,
so
I
do
am.
your thing.
And I think we're already off to the better recommendation.
Oh yeah, let me take care of that.
Today.
I
so
can do that.
DeeLow, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that?
So this is a little thing that I found off on the Wibbernut. And I'm going to need, tone that down just so I could play this because this is kind of fun. Okay, if you ever liked playing around with beats, anything like that, I don't even know what the purpose of this is. I just know I stumbled on it. It's from Novation Music. So you go to novationmusic.com. It's actually intro.novationmusic.com. And then they've got these series of things that allow you to play around with whatever it is that you want to do. Let's see if we can find a good drum beat first here.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so there's our drum beat.
Feeling it.
Do we like that one?
It's all right.
No, it's a little busy.
It's a little marchy. Ooh, nice flange on it. Oh.
Okay, I kind of dig that. All right,
Feeling some Beastie Boys
so you
about
can
to
go
happen
through
here.
and you can like mix in melodic.
Wow.
Somebody's got to poop.
Let's try a different one.
Oh, I like
Wow.
that. Oh, that was getting good. Yeah.
Is that the same one? Oh, it is. Put in some vocals.
What the fuck is that?
What is going on?
All the girls looking fine. All the girls looking cute. All the girls using Nair. All the girls fucking
some more
money
drums
with
here.
Pete Carroll. What?
So this is supposed to be the arcade version.
That's a little goofy.
But they've got these other ones too, like they've got virtual hip hop, and I think this is probably a better one. You get better beats.
There's a better beat podcast.
You got better bass. I don't know what this one is, but we'll find out.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah,
Right.
crank that
Better
bass.
melodics. Oh, that's not a good one though.
What
Somebody
is
playing
going on
pan
with
flute.
that?
Again,
Background.
you're just randomly hitting stuff.
So there's a bunch of buttons on your screen.
And for somebody like me who has no sense of beat,
or time.
it kind of times it
Or-
out for you.
Music, for that matter.
Oh, don't get me on that one.
Are we playing Adventures of Link now?
Well, there you go. Get some world sound in there.
Gonna have to.
So anyway, it is. It's called Launchpad. I have no idea what the purpose is. I don't know why it's here. I don't know anything about Novation Music. I just know it was a lot of fun to play with.
I think you're just trying to create
Just
a new,
like when I play with myself.
you just I think you're just trying to make a new theme song because you
try
don't like the one that we're doing, which is fine. Oh,
So this is the retro
Oh my
grain
gosh.
version.
wow.
That's what they call it, retro grain. Yeah, that's
I want to hear
awful,
some good old 808s up in there.
let me try some bass here.
Can I get those like
Throwing in some bass.
okay? Ooh, I like
Nice.
that. It feels like
Getting
dangerous.
dark.
they would call it X-Files or something.
All right, now they got these effects buttons. I'm going to try one, see what happens.
Ooh, I feel
It's Michael Jackson.
effervescent.
It's like Michael Jackson's Thriller.
That was a great fucking album, by the way.
That was my first album.
That was the first one you ever bought?
Yeah.
Was it on actual like vinyl?
Cassette.
Oh,
And I had this little red cassette player with a handle. And it
and it had one single speaker, and it took like 8
did.
D-cell batteries.
Yes, that was it. That was it.
So that's my better
Was it
recommendation.
Fisher Price, my first.
Grab some gummies.
Similar.
Grab some gummies. Sit around the house. Play with that.
Hours of fun for the family,
Or just you.
or just you. You know, until the battery
it's pretty
runs
much
out.
just going to be you.
Yeah.
It is kind of fun to play with, though. Anyway,
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. So anyway, we'll like
All right.
that.
we just do that all the way through the show. We'll just have that looped in the show.
Just gonna loop it.
I'm okay with that. That's actually not too bad for talking about dreams. We've talked about dreams before, and now that Double D's here, we might be able to open up a little bit more of a door on some more dreams that we haven't talked about yet, or you know,
Because you guys have talked about dreams in the past.
we've talked about some of our dreams. I mean, we
Another
have
episode.
a bunch of them, and DeeLow himself even told me that he had a dream that was pretty significant.
Yeah, because we'd had that episode with the dream, and it was weird because it happened like right afterwards. Oh wow, that was
Wow,
weird.
that was interesting.
I'm gonna let you find some music just because I don't want to pay attention to that. So yeah, we had an episode that, of course, Double D wasn't here for, talking about dreams, and I can't even remember everything that was going down on that, but it was one of those things where I can't remember. Was it an episode afterwards or the same episode? We were talking about daylight savings time and how useless it is.
I believe.
I think it was the next episode.
I think it was a different episode than the dream episode.
And so this kind of corresponds with both of those topics. What had happened is the daylight savings time had taken place, so we spring forward, which means you kind of have to take that time to adjust. And
it's like jet lag.
Yeah, and pretty much every morning I had been waking up to the point that I couldn't seem to get out of bed very well. And
all you do is just roll over, put your feet on the floor, and then vomit into the bucket and head out the door.
You don't roll over or slam your hand on the alarm.
That's what you do every day.
I try not to. But I had recently had a minor surgery, and Tony knew about that. So it was almost like I was back in that same mode, except for I was in a wheelchair in the very beginning.
It was a colonoscopy. They were inserting cool into you rectally.
And the important part is to realize I do actually wake up to a song. So I have a song that I pick. And usually it's this one. I'm going to play this one real quick, just because this usually gets me up and out of bed. This is our content strike.
Wow, that's a great song to wake up to.
This is
it actually is. It's called Good Morning. So this is what I had been doing.
It's called the YouTube ad.
I had been this is it.
Okay.
And it starts off with this.
That's what you okay.
And because it starts off with this, it's nice and easy and quiet.
Yeah.
And then it gets into this.
Oh, okay. I dig that. I like that.
This is Mac Frost. Good morning.
Well, good morning.
And usually the energy of it usually kind of gets me going to where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do the day. Well, there's even a point where even waking up to a song, you kind of get tired of it. So I went to a new song and I started using this one.
Okay.
It's going to be a little light at first. There we go. Most people should recognize that are old enough, I guess.
So if you're old enough and you know what song this is, go ahead, send us an email right now at thereisabetterpodcast@gmail.com.
Not that it's necessary.
It's totally necessary.
And the reason
we'll send you a sticker.
The reason I do it is because it starts off with this classical piano, and then it kind of goes into the little blues riff.
Makes you feel like you're in a CD club.
Up. So this is, as you know, Jethro Tull.
Oh.
Locomotive Breath.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
What does the breath of a locomotive smell like?
So I am in this dream, and I'm in a wheelchair, and I'm hearing this song playing over the intercom or whatever it is, the speaker system. And I'm sitting there through the whole thing, or through the whole song in the wheelchair. And I start singing along because I'm just waiting for my surgery to start. Eventually, the nurse comes and gets me, and this song's playing again. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? How many times are they going to let this play on the system?
This is just playing in the hospital.
And by the time the second time
hospital.
By the time the second time comes up, it's of course got to the music, which is. So it's up to this point.
Okay,
yeah.
This place is rocking.
And I'm in my wheelchair. And
you're bopping?
And the nurse is guiding me down the hall. And I'm going, shuffling madness. I'm singing it in the dream, okay? So this happens, and then finally, by the time the song gets done, they wheel me into the surgery room. And all of a sudden, I hear the piano again. And then the doctor and the nurses, it gets to that part, and all of a sudden, the doctors and nurses are all going... In the shuffling madness. Wow. They're singing it to me.
This is a vivid dream that you're
Wow.
in.
Yes.
This almost sounds like something from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Now, do you remember I said I had never in my life ever had a lucid dream when we had talked about that?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever had a lucid dream.
Do you think talking about it actually helped initiate?
Possibly.
That's a good question.
Possibly.
Because now you're more open to the concept.
What I do know is as it played in the surgery room, I went, this is ridiculous. I forgot. I set my alarm to this. I need to wake up. It played 3 times. It played 3 times before I woke up.
That's hilarious.
This is a 4 minute
It's a long
and 25
song.
minutes or 4 minutes and 25 second song. So that means I slept through it for 12 minutes.
But I think
And because of daylight savings.
Daylight savings.
Fuck daylight savings.
So I would, from hearing your story, I would say that that's how all lucid dreams become lucid dreams, because something ridiculous happens and you go, well, that can't be. That's not how shit works.
Yes.
And then
You say that, but here's the deal.
Did your deductible pay for the licensing in your dream? The right to use that song.
are you getting a bill? There's an invoice coming.
Here. This is from ASCAP. Here you go.
Okay.
So the funny thing was, now I forgot where I was going with this. It was a minor surgery that I had, and part of it had to do with the fact that when they wheeled me in, they had a radio station on, and I could hear, like, because I was on anesthesia.
Sure.
And throughout the whole thing, that's all I could remember, like just a constant music playing while I was through that. And I was going to bring that up, and that actually happened prior to our dream episode. I was going to bring that up, but we ran out of time. And so that was the closest I had ever had close to lucid, where I'm like, this doesn't seem right, but it was like a snap where I was there and then I was gone, or I was there and then I was out of surgery. And all I could remember was music constantly. And I think that's how these kind of got all like mixed together, where the doc is in the shoveling madness. So, I mean, he's even doing the devil horn thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
that's
so.
cool,
If
Doc,
I have to go in for a similar procedure soon, so if I start hearing this song, I'm blaming you.
If you
Hopefully you hear this song
if you're
instead.
hearing locomotive breath over the intercom, it's time to go the other direction.
Maybe you'll hear this song instead. That seems more appropriate.
You know,
Are you doing this intentionally so I have to talk about that now?
No,
Childhood dramas?
if you want to bring it up, you're welcome to do so.
childhood dramas.
No, it was a childhood trauma.
Oh,
It was-
trauma,
yeah,
not drama.
no, this is a song that every time I hear it, I always think of my my friend's mom, who was a very large woman, and that isn't the bad part about it. The bad part was I walk into the house. This is on MTV. She's singing along with it, and she has perm stuff in her hair, and I can smell it, and the smell is just gross. And I cannot stand the smell of Cheerios. And she's eating Cheerios,
God.
and the milk is dribbling down her chin and onto her belly. And I can smell the Cheerios mixed with the hair perm. And I'm hearing this song, and I'm watching her singing, and I'm just like, I felt sick to my stomach.
This is your childhood trauma?
That is one of many.
All around this song, holding back the years.
It's one of those
Simply
things that you're like, how does that affect you?
God.
How?
Well, it's like any time that you smell a smell, and it just brings you back to a certain point.
So
when
you
you're,
constantly-
like, burning hair.
Anytime I hear the song, this is what I think.
So you
of.
hear this song and you think of the.
I can smell
you
Cheerios.
remember that.
I can smell Cheerios right now.
smell Cheerios. That's great.
Because Cheerios just smells like ass. I don't know who came up with
Oh
Cheerios, but I
God.
can't stand the smell of Cheerios.
Is it
The
similar?
ass people.
Like it's not like asparagus, right?
Asparagus.
I can handle
now that makes
asparagus.
sense.
like when you eat asparagus and
It smells
you
like
can
that.
smell that.
Yeah.
You know, when you're using.
No,
ass
it's just a psychological
urinal.
thing. Just like we talked about the Verners.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Okay.
I can't ginger ale. I can't drink it because my mom always gave it to me when I was sick, and as a result, anytime I drink ginger ale, I just
would
feel
make
sick
you
to my stomach.
Disgusted.
It's so weird.
The one thing that makes me sick is smelling stuffed cabbage.
I can see
Well,
that
I
would
can
just
see
be
where that
sick
would
and
be.
disgusting in
Like,
general.
I can remember walking into we lived in a trailer park at the time, but like you would walk in and it smelled so shitty. It was the worst. And it didn't taste bad, right? The stuffed cabbage didn't taste bad. It was just, it
I thought you were
smelled
talking
like
about
shit.
I thought you were talking about the trailer didn't taste bad. It was like, I guess. I mean, if you want to taste a trailer, I've never licked one before.
I don't. I can't
think it's a little bit
stand that
metallic?
smell. I completely get it. I can't stand that smell.
It's awful.
It was like, it's one of those smells like where you smell other people's food in an apartment building. When you live in an
Yeah.
apartment building, you can smell their food and you're like, oh God, what the hell are you guys eating? What did you pull out of the fucking
it's
toilet
so
to
bad.
put into the pot? I mean, it's just, oh God, yeah.
It's like that when someone cooks fish in a microwave. Something.
Does your family ever cook cabbage?
No, I don't ever recall.
Are you the
having
Cabbage family?
The Cabbage Patch Kids, maybe. No, I don't ever recall us having
because you
cabbage.
come from a cooking family.
Yeah. Well, I think that was actually because we didn't go out and eat that much, probably because we were fucking poor, but that was something my parents never talked about. So,
about the fact that there were like places that serve food that weren't at home, so they didn't.
We didn't know that existed.
They sheltered you from
all we
restaurants.
knew that there were like pizza places, and that's But we had taco pizza. That was really good.
Taco pizza.
That's fantastic. And it actually had mayo as a sauce.
I could see that.
No shit.
Yeah, it was really good.
I've had a BLT pizza. That's pretty good.
It was Red Devil's Pizza. That was the name of the place that we would go get that from. It doesn't exist anymore.
I was never heard of that.
Yeah, and so like the cheese would accidentally make it onto the crust and bubble up, and the rumor was because the people who were making the pizza were like a bunch of high school students, so high school kids, and of course I was like maybe 6 or 7 at the time, but the high school kids would spit on the crust, and that's what made it bubble up, and that's what would so we would like just cut the crust off, because that's what my oldest sister said.
would say. Nice.
Yeah. Of course, she knew the people who were in there too, so maybe she was onto something. I don't know. But yeah, that Red Devil's Pizza. That doesn't exist anymore. It was one of my favorites.
It was like an old local joint, though, right?
Totally local. Yeah. Family owned and operated. Then they replaced it with I don't know. I don't even know what they put in there. I think
Papa
it was
John's.
like probably some sort of chain restaurant. And I think it's Hungry Howie's now, I want to say. No, Hungry Howie's is a different location. Never mind. Doesn't matter. But yes, where are we going on this?
I don't
know, man. We were doing the show.
We went from dreams to pizza.
Yeah. Well,
we went from dreams
to holding back the tears.
Yeah.
Talking
so it
about
was your fault.
Bad smells.
This is like Jabberwocky all over the place.
It is Jabberwocky.
We kind of knew it was going to be that way, though.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah. No argument here.
I had dreams myself, dreams about this fucking episode going well, and it's just not happening. But
it's not the worst we've done either.
Dreams are good.
dreams are good. I've had a couple of recurring dreams. I've had last one I talked about was I was going in. I was a kid and I was running into the living room. And I was looking for like some crackers, and I would lift up a couch cushion to find the crackers. They would be there, but then it would also like release a swarm of bees every single time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
For a minute,
every
I thought you were
single
going to say
time.
you were going to eat couch crackers.
I would have rather eaten couch crackers than by
you know about this
swarmed by a whole thing of bees.
You know about this cat and bees, right?
I fucking hate bees. If it flies, it
I've
dies.
heard that he had some ground bee issues.
Oh, they freaking love this guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know how, but he manages to get stung like constantly.
Last year when we were out golfing. Last year we were out golfing.
Remember that.
I think you were with me and Adam. I think was the other guy. Anyway, so we were in a little group, 3 of us, and we're at the green, and I had shanked a ball. Like I tried chipping it and shanked the ball into the woods. And so I'm walking around, looking
Leafy
around.
area, yeah.
And I got a pair of shorts on, and all of a sudden, like I just feel this nipping at my ankles.
And understand, I'm also walking in the same area, having no issues at all.
But you're wearing pants, though.
I don't know that I was.
I think you were. You never wear shorts.
It was a rainy day.
No, it wasn't.
I vaguely sometimes will wear shorts.
You wear the pants.
In the family. Truth ding.
So anyway.
So I'm walking around. Yeah, you're in
I was trying to help you
the
find the
woods as
ball.
well, looking for the ball. And all of a sudden, like I feel this nipping at my ankles. And I'm like,
Jack Frost?
Instantly think he would be nipping at my nipples. And I immediately think, I know what that is. And so, like, I'm fucking turning on the afterburners. I about headed right the fuck out of
As
those
I recall,
woods.
I was just standing there, and all of a sudden, you just, like, running by. I'm
Yeah,
like, what the
just-
fuck, dude? What are you doing?
Like my fucking ass is on fire. And I'm running past everybody. And Adam looks at me and he's like, man, I didn't know you could run that fast. I think I must have done the parsec or the Kessel run in 11 parsecs. Nice. Hey.
Yeah, so another time I remember it was back when Tony and I were living together. He's out mowing the back of the yard, and he's kind of doing his thing, and all of a sudden I just see him running all over the freaking place. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Like a Scooby-Doo episode.
He's like, freaking bees in the ground and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't know, I didn't even know bees like were ever in the ground until this guy. I'm like, how did you manage to find that?
You've never heard of ground bees until then?
I had not.
Oh my gosh.
They're a thing. They're a thing here in Michigan.
I've been stung
I've
a couple
stung
times.
twice in my life.
Sucks.
And then like later
Very
at
first
night,
time was on my ass.
like I'm vindictive when it comes to those things because like the first day we moved into our new house, I mowed the lawn and sure enough, mowing the lawn, I got stung. And that night, I got deadly with them, like gasoline.
Well, then, did you do
down the
anything?
hole.
I did the same thing, actually.
Okay, you
I
did
put
the same thing?
gasoline down the hole, and then I set it on fire. It was kind of fun watching the flames come out. It was almost like a light show.
Have you seen where they like take like melted aluminum or some kind of metal and they pour it down the hole, and it like basically creates a mold of the
whole colony or the nest.
yeah.
No, I've never
Those
seen
are
that.
always really cool. You can find those on YouTube.
Okay. Well, we'll put that as our second better recommendation then.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube and look up how to kill bees with molten metal.
So bees in your dream, right?
Bees are in my dream. That was when I was a kid, and it must have followed me throughout my entire adulthood. I think I don't know when I stopped having that dream. I think when I think it was like almost up until my teens.
So did you get
was that long.
stung by a bee prior to having those dreams?
No,
Okay.
no, I never. But I
Do you remember the first time you got stung by a bee?
Yes, I was helping my dad move some lumber or some woods. So he lives out in the country, and we're cutting down some trees that were about to die anyway, and then we're
10 years?
cutting them into
Teens?
early teens, 14.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we were cutting these trees up and we were making them smaller and then using a log splitter and whatever, and then I would run them up into the lean-to to fill it with firewood. So then they had something for winter. Yeah. Now this was not that long ago, and it sounds like like the 1800s. And so we're
Lumberjack.
and so
I'm Tony.
I've got 2 hands full of
Hi-ho,
wood.
hi-ho. It's off
It's
to work you
the
go.
lean-to I go with a handful of wood in my hood. So I've got, I'm carrying this whole like thing of wood. It's up to my shoulders, and all of a sudden I feel this bam, like this piercing pain in my left leg. I've got pants on at the time, and I look down and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I dropped all the wood. I ran around, and I'm feverishly like hitting my knee on my left leg.
Is a knee slapper.
And then and I run into the house. I whip down my trousers. Yes, trousers. I whip down my trousers, and all of a sudden I see this bee just
You
like
dropped trout.
I see
Oh,
this,
it's in your pants.
it was in my pants. It had crawled up my leg, and it got to my knee. Thank God it only got up to my knee when it finally said,
So you only-
well, this is not fun.
You only had the one bee sting at that point then.
At that point, that was
Oh,
the
okay.
first bee sting.
Okay.
Because
Do you want me to have more? Is that
well,
what you're
that's
saying?
the thing is, it seems like almost every
I've
time
had
you get
more.
stung by bees, you get multiple bees. You don't just get the one bee.
Well, I mean, you go big or go you home.
It always throws me off where I'm like, how do you manage
Go
to
big or
get
go home.
multiple bees stinging you?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Stop attracting bees.
That's some sort of paranormal activity, if you ask me.
Could
Which,
be.
by the way,
Yeah.
we're going to get to
Let's get to it.
in.
All right.
Or
The
did you
next
did you
half.
did you have any bee stories?
have any bee
I don't
stories?
have any. I have a couple
Yeah,
dreams
we'll talk
that
about
I
the
can
dreams.
talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
maybe it's a crossover into the next section. So
Yeah, go for it.
just
got time.
one of those weird dreams that's almost nightmarish. Like I said, when I was a kid, we lived in a trailer, and my trailer, my bedroom was at the end of one trailer, and then there was the bedroom, and so there's the bedroom, and then there was the bathroom just past the hallway there, and so in the hallway you could walk past the bathroom and then go into my bedroom. And so one day, I was brushing my teeth in the bathroom, right?
Did you
And out
use one of those
corner my
toothbrushes that have
eye-
like those giant things in the back end? It makes you feel like you're brushing with a giant
No,
boot?
there was no vibrating.
No vibrating.
We didn't have. We were poor because we lived in a trailer, and
was
we
the
we could not
1970s.
afford.
And he had the brain not to use one of
vibrating
those damn
toothbrushes.
things.
I have one now, and I love it.
Yeah, fuck you.
I love vibrating in my mouth.
Feeling up your teeth.
So back to my story.
Fill me up, Seymour.
this dream I had. So there was this.
Jabberwock.
Are you done?
Go ahead.
Okay. So there was this this time where I was brushing my teeth. I'm looking in the mirror, and out of the corner of my eye, something walks past me. Okay. And this is not my dream.
I'm intrigued.
This is actually me. Like, I really thought my mom or somebody walked past me and went into my bedroom. And so I kind of, finished up, and I walked out of the bathroom, down the hall, to my bedroom, and I went to turn on the light. The light did not come on. And at that moment, I just kind of backed away because I had a dream the night before. Very similar to what had just happened. It wasn't me brushing my teeth at the time. It was just that I was in my bedroom with the light. The light would not turn on, and there was something coming out of the closet. And so, and it was very weird that in real life, I thought I had saw a person walk past me through the corner of my eye into my bedroom. And when I got there and I tried to turn on that light and it stopped, I ended up sleeping on the couch that night because I would not go into my bedroom until the next day because it was dark. It was dark because I was getting ready for bed, right? And that was the dream I had.
That would have freaked the shit out of me, man.
Like, I think I was like 10 or 11 at the time, and I was just like, holy shit, that's weird. Because you hear stories of ghosts and stuff when you're a kid, and you just believe that stupid shit. And that freaked me out. That's just one of those weird dreams that has stuck with me the whole time.
Because Tony and I think Sarah was in on that conversation. We were talking about because I have never experienced anything that I can't explain. Where I just do you feel like you could, like, even now, do you look at it and go, I can't really explain it?
I can't explain it. Like, it's the first time that I felt any kind of like
love and affection.
Yeah.
I get that.
Like, just the corner of your eye and something walked past is really weird.
Yeah,
and that's probably not the only time some weird shit has happened to me, but like, as an adult, I'm like really skeptical now. I'm just like, that's bullshit, or that was just me being weird.
Okay, so you look at it with doubt right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, it was just coincidental that I had a nightmare the night before.
So you haven't had any occasions where you go, I can't really explain that as you got into adulthood.
No. I mean, there are other times that have seemed paranormal, or but again, I've been half asleep. There was one time I was home alone. It was like 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning, and I heard someone go, my name. Like, they called out my name, Double D. But they didn't say Double D, they said my actual name.
Yeah.
But it was like
Darnell?
a woman's voice. But my wife was gone.
The fuck?
My children were gone. It was just me. I don't even think we had a dog at the time. And I said, what the fuck do you want? Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to sleep. It's 3 a.m. I literally said that to nobody.
Wow.
Because I was fucking tired. But I remember, like, the next morning I was like, Jesus Christ, who said that to me?
All right.
But it could have been that weird state where I was asleep.
I can't remember if
it was a dream, or I don't know.
It sounds similar to something I did experience, and probably this is the closest thing, other than the fact that I have sleep apnea, so I just figure this was a result of that. But I can't remember if I elaborated on this when we were talking about the dream thing, and this is the first time where I actually thought of something where I thought, I can't explain that. But I do remember waking up and seeing a face. Like, and I'm awake enough to know that I'm awake. Like, it's that in between point where I'm awake, but I'm not awake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Did I get sense?
Yeah.
Okay. A face was in front of me, and I seriously couldn't breathe, and somebody was pushing on my chest.
Oh shit!
And that actually happened when we lived together. Like, that happened at your house.
That was me.
And that's what I thought. No, but it seriously, and as I
How
look,
was that?
Did it have a tail?
like I
and
didn't think
cat
about
ears?
I didn't even think about that until you just were talking about all that.
Yeah.
Did it
where I
have
was like,
dick
oh my god, I
fingers?
forgot that happened to me. Where that almost felt almost unexplainable. The only thing I could say is I
Like,
have
were you
sleep
frozen?
apnea, so I think it was just basically I stopped breathing.
It's probably it.
Because there is this like in the realm of paranormal things that happen. There's this weird paralysis, right? Paralysis. Am I saying that
it's like-
right?
it's
You're
paralyzation, basically.
Paralyzation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you
Paralysis.
feel
That was
like
the word you were
something's
looking for.
sitting on your chest and you can't move.
Yeah. Paralysis.
Like that's an actual thing. I don't know
Well,
what that's
that's
called.
the way it felt. I didn't feel like necessarily. Yeah, I did feel paralyzed a little bit. I guess I did. And I was trying to think of the state that they call it.
I think it's
Hypnagogia, I believe.
hypnagogia.
Yeah, hypnagogia. Am I even saying that close? Are either one of us saying it close?
Probably.
Is that
not.
where you're just super suggested?
No, that is when you're in between. That's
I don't
that
know.
in between sleep and wake.
Yeah, it's like being hypnotized.
And people have
Huh.
hallucinations during that time very often. And I'm trying to see if we can find the actual pronunciation here instead of saying
And
it wrong.
I think that's probably what I would
mean,
chalk that.
I don't know why I'm
Jabberwock.
talking
my
like
experience
this
up
at this
at 3 in the
time.
morning.
Yeah, that's
Like
fucked
the-
up. I mean, just to find it.
Like-
That's they called it the witching hour.
Yeah,
which makes
like,
sense. That
Someone
it would occur
like
during that
but
time.
I literally heard my name, and it was a woman's voice, and I yelled at him.
And then the woman's voice just ever
Hypnagogia.
okay,
Hypnagogia.
hypnagogia. And then the woman's
Hypnagogia.
voice
Hypnagogia.
ever so slightly just turns around and says,
I'm sorry.
Hypnagogia.
They probably turned around and said, "I knew you'd never love me."
What?
"Well, since we're talking about paranormal activity, what do you say that we get into that in the next segment,
Okay.
right after we take a little break?"
Just kidding. Just kidding. I ain't doing it again.
It's too bad that's not in the same time.
I'd have to pull that.
We need a new.
Intro.
Needs to be a nice new Twilight Zone reboot.
Well, they had
Do a
one.
reboot.
They had one not too long ago. We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Stick around. Or don't. But you will. Because it's pretty easy. It's harder to hit the stop button than it is to just let it play. So let it play. And we'll be right back. After this message.
What?
And welcome back to the second half of the show that is about everything and nothing all at once. We're talking about dreams. We're talking about everything
Curses.
and nothing. Curses, Jabberwock. We're talking about paranormal activity and so cursed movies. Were we talking about paranormal activity? We're getting into
We
that,
were
I think.
just
talking
heading
about-
towards paranormal activity.
We were talking about
okay.
paranormal things happening to us, but then there are things where, like, paranormal stuff has happened on sets.
Yeah.
For instance, like probably the most famous is the Poltergeist movie.
Poltergeist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's some weird shit that happened on Poltergeist set.
Please elaborate. I'm listening.
Like they
Oh,
used.
gross.
Oh man, let's see. Let me see if I
Did
can
that
find
really get you going?
Wow.
it. Right.
I'm hard now.
Now I know how to get to double D.
Yeah.
So apparently, and the little girl died from Poltergeist.
Oh, that's a good way to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was some kind of like heart attack.
Hit
If
him
I
with,
remember right.
Jesus, hit him with a punch again.
You bet.
All right.
And then
All right. So what little girl are we talking about?
the little
For
girl
those
that
who have
says,
never
"Let's-
seen it, how would you
we're
describe
here."
it? Yeah, okay.
Everybody
here.
knows
They said
that.
they're here.
Is it they're
They're-
here?
They're here.
We're here.
They're here. Right?
Yes.
They're here.
So what
Is
was
this creepy
the, what
enough
was the
for you?
actress's name?
You know what? I don't know.
Was it with Drew Barrymore?
Was it?
No, she was Firestarter.
Well,
That's
the
who
funny
that was.
thing is,
She was
I thought it was her.
She was Firestarter.
I thought she was the one.
Oh, I was trying to find the
Poltergeist
find
cast.
that where that was. Like I read you guys something earlier. It was
Heather O'Rourke. Heather O'Rourke. Sorry.
so
Who
they
played
used
Carol
real
Ann-
skeletons on the set apparently. That were
I
kind
do remember hearing about that, but I also heard that they had the premise of that.
So
Hold on.
so apparently
comes-
it
here
was too expensive to make realistic looking rubber and plastic skeletons. So they opted to use real human skeletons on set for the scene.
It wasn't the premise of that
That's
movie
fucked up,
that
man.
that the house was built on an Indian burial ground or something like that. Was that
That was
it?
the premise,
do I
yeah.
remember that?
Okay. And so
And so they used real skeletons.
nobody thought to say, like, this is probably a bad idea.
Or creepy?
Or creepy.
Does
no, it was totally fine. You bring it on this burial ground.
Does it explain where the
nothing
skeletons
bad will
came from?
happen.
You know,
I mean, how does one get a hold of real
I
skeletons?
don't know.
That I don't know. How does one get a hold of real monsters?
Right?
Jabberwock.
I mean, there was a Nickelodeon show called Real Monsters. How do they get a hold of these real monsters? No, not so much.
Nah.
Nice.
Jabberwock.
I don't know.
Fine.
All right.
So
You guys
what
suck.
I thought was really interesting is there was a comedy. So this page that I've been looking at is talking about cursed movie sets,
Oh,
which relates back to the start of this podcast, where shit started going awry at the
After we decided
after we
to
were
do
talking
it.
about it,
yeah. So
that was a little.
Yeah, that is kind of weird now that you mention it.
So there was a film that never got created. It was called Atuk, A-T-U-K. I think I said it right. And if you probably never heard of it because it was never made, but they're calling it cursed. And it's like everybody that had been involved with this has died once they got or anybody that was involved has kind of died, right? Or had started getting involved. And what they were saying is like, so let me just read this. It says,
Okay.
Many of the actors who signed on to play the lead role have died prematurely, including John Belushi, Chris Farley, and John Candy.
Jabberwock.
Actors who were cast in supporting roles weren't immune either, with Phil Hartman also facing a violent and tragic early end after being attached to the film. And
So- Yeah. So what was this movie supposed to be about again?
it was a comedy about a
Apparently tragedy.
Inuit hunter using traditional techniques to survive in the urban environment.
And I was kind of curious, and I looked it up. Atuk means grandpa.
Huh.
I was
is
just
that like a specific language?
He just said it.
It's
Inuit.
Oh, Inuit. Sorry. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
So yeah, just some creepy shit that has happened on movie sets.
And what got us to start talking about that was we were talking about the movie Studio 666 by Foo Fighters,
Yeah.
or with Foo Fighters. And if you haven't seen it, okay, I'm gonna spoil a little bit of it, but it's kind of been talked about anyway, even before the movie came out. But if you want to go ahead and not be spoiled, go ahead and skip about 45 seconds in, and then we'll be talking about Jabberwocky. So the whole band goes into this haunted house.
You might as well tell them to skip like 5 minutes in because you know it's going to take us 5 minutes to get through this. Go.
It won't. So they recorded at a haunted house, and Dave became haunted himself, or not haunted, but
He was possessed.
possessed. Thank you. And then as they were making this music, this song, whatever, he started killing everybody in the band. So everybody in the band dies in the movie.
And they're playing themselves, right?
They're playing themselves. And what's fucked up is Taylor Hawkins, shortly after the movie came out,
Yeah.
actually dies in real life.
Yeah.
So that's what started us talking about these movies and how they were all interconnected from people who were in them to actually their death. And if you think about it, every movie is cursed because everybody will die eventually.
Right.
But
exactly.
the fact that these were so closely timed from...
Yeah, but how long? What was the age?
See,
that
we made it within
I
30
think-
seconds.
I think. Well,
You're right. we
for
did.
me, when I
well played, sir.
when I look at these movies, like these are horror movies where the people die in the movie.
The girl, the Poltergeist.
Poltergeist girl.
What age did she die at?
I think it was 12.
See, that's a little freaky right there.
Of some kind of heart issue.
Yeah. And I'm assuming she wasn't diagnosed with it before.
So was Taylor,
prior
though.
to the whole thing.
Taylor died of a heart issue, too. It was an enlarged heart, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah. He had about, I don't know, they said about 10 substances in him.
Thank you.
A lot was like...
Yeah, that'll increase your
I'm
heart.
I'm assuming that increases
probably
chances.
but still, I mean, it was an enlarged heart, though, and that's kind of the everything that led up to that.
So, what another creepy thing that they talk about on this page is amazing is The Exorcist. There was a fire on the set, and the only room that didn't burn was the room that they were filming in.
Wow.
And
No.
if you've seen that movie, that shit's creepy.
I
See, now,
do
unfortunately...
not want to watch that movie.
No! Unfortunately, all I did was laugh through the whole thing.
Jeez.
I tried so hard to, like, get into it, but I was like, this is just ridiculous.
Do you think it would be better if they redid it?
Fucking ridiculous. What?
Do you think it would be better if they redid it today?
I think they
I
could do a
doubt
better
it.
job. I think they could do a better job.
There's
now.
something about those movies, though, that just seem to be more horrific than movies made now. Like, have you seen the movie The Omen
I have not.
with Damien?
I think I
666
might
on
have,
his-
but I can't remember.
That movie scared the shit out of me. And I watched it maybe 14 years ago, I think.
Okay.
It wasn't that long ago. And that movie was made before I was born, I think.
I cannot think of a movie that scared the shit out of me.
Paranormal Activity. That one fucked me up. I couldn't sleep in my room for a month.
No, that didn't.
I
Bother
slept
me.
out on the couch.
I never finished that movie.
I can only tell you. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I saw it with a friend in the theater, and when the end scene came up, I just ducked my head down and covered my eyes with my hat. And the reason for that is, like, I had a dream, I'll be very quick about this, where,
Well,
like
that fits
you,
the show.
like you, I heard something calling my name and telling me to look behind me and telling me to, just continuously saying, look behind you, and then I totally bolted out of that place because I swear that was haunted. But in Poltergeist, though, didn't they say that, or I heard a story about Poltergeist where it was like shown to this Catholic church because the priests wanted to see the exorcism scene to find out if it was like accurate, or I think it was the director who wanted to find out if it was accurate, and so they went to these priests in this Catholic church, and they just went to this very small screening room, and all of them that were watching it, like, they just kind of freaked out about the movie. They all left, and then that room had like furniture that was moving in it and things that were being placed, misplaced and stuff like that. Apparently it was haunted after the showing of the movie because nothing had happened in that room before. And so they actually boarded it and sealed it, and to this day, to my understanding, it's still boarded up and sealed. They've never gone back into it.
So
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Travel Channel, and they've got a
Sorry.
That's fine.
They've got a show called.
It's so weird. I'd say I'm probably the most spiritual of the three of us, and at the same time, the biggest to go.
Yeah, okay.
Just to scoff at all this stuff.
I
Go ahead.
am such a scoffer. I watch the show
good
on
word.
Travel Channel, and I'm almost addicted to it. It's called Paranormal Caught on Camera.
Oh.
And they show everything from UFO to like possessed toys, and I yell at the TV because the hosts basically.
This is the TV yell back.
No, the TV doesn't yell back, but
I thought we were
Like-
going to get into some other paranormal.
I mean that would be great.
Double D. I'm your TV.
This is real. Like I understand that this is for
And then he's-
entertainment purposes only, but my gosh, like
Are we talking about one of the shows where they do the whole?
It's got like three guys in the room and all the lights are off. And
Yeah, they're like-
they've got these stroboscope.
It's where
things.
like viewers send in their or not viewers.
Well, see-
people send in their own videos.
I mean,
of
you got commercial
stuff.
breaks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is. It's one of those things where they do the whole. Oh my God, what was that? Did you hear that?
Yes!
And then they come back and
Commercial.
It's like
Oh, it was a cat.
yeah, it was a cat or like something tinking on the window or
Was it-
something, and you're like, really? I waited
I
around
just-
for that shit. Really? That's
Well,
what you gave me?
They don't even like the hosts. Basically, they never denied what it is, and it bugs the crap out of me. It's like there was one time I was watching it, and they were saying it was a UFO, and it was like this thing that would come up and down. This you could see it in the video, and then I looked at it. I turned to my wife and go, "That is a wasp." Like they were calling it a UFO, Protestant? And I was like, the hosts of the show have to know that is not real, and I think that's what bugs me about it. Like, I understand it's entertaining. That's why I watch it, because I'm addicted to basically yelling at the TV and being skeptical and trying to figure out. There's only been a few that they've shown. The ones that freak me out are the shadow people.
Shadow people.
Have you seen any of the shadow people?
Never. Is that like Slender Man kind of thing?
No, it's like these dark blobs. And they look humanoid, like the form looks humanoid, and like sometimes they peek around corners. Ooh. And then they just kind of like do this, and it's just a slight little outline, and then it moves back.
Oh God, no!
And it's like, what the hell is that? There was one, the best one I've seen. The guy is hearing noises downstairs, and then he's got his camera. He's looking down the hall, of his walkway, the downstairs. There's something pokes its fucking head or whatever. It looks like a goddamn head. Pokes its head, pulls back. He starts moving forward, falls down the steps, and he's still got the camera. It's pretty awesome. He turns around, goes around the corner of where it was just at, and there's nothing fucking there. There's nobody. And I'm like,
there's no escape like behind another.
It is just, it's like
flat wall.
It is like this area right here that we're in.
Yeah.
It's like empty.
Yeah.
Basement. And it's like, what made that? Because it's plain as day on the video. And I think those are the ones that I'm like, when I can't explain it or scoff it away.
Creepypasta.
Those are the ones that creep me out. And
that's fun,
and kind of make me excited, because I'm like, oh my God, finally something.
It's funny that you get excited about that, though. Like, I would get excited about it another way. I'd probably pee my pants.
I don't, like, I want to explain paranormal shit away, but at the same time, there's a piece of me like, is it real? Oh my God.
All right. I've been, like, looking this up because I've been trying to want to find it, and I don't know if I'm going to hit the right part, but you guys saw the Ghost Chasers on SNL, right, with Leslie Jones?
I have not, but
all right,
play away.
Again, I'm not sure if I'm
Night Live
going to hit
always
the right.
has something good on just about everything.
I'm not sure if I'm going to hit it, but
hey, Greg, I'm getting a big spike by the windows.
They got the water phone.
Shh, everyone, shh.
Somebody's just closing the door.
Even our skeptic was disturbed by the house, and she hadn't even seen the basement.
Ow, why is the lights off?
Spirits, show yourselves.
Really, you gonna ask the spirits to show themselves? That's just stupid.
That's like the whole show.
I'm not built for this, man. I thought this was supposed to be about flipping houses.
Beginning to doubt Wanda's credentials as the night went on.
I love Leslie Jones.
We are currently inside of the twins' bedroom. This is actually where they were last seen alive. Right here we have the twins' favourite doll, Clarabelle.
Stupid.
The doll disappeared with the family in the 30s and then reappeared in the 70s.
How does science explain that?
It don't.
It don't. Oh my God.
Rhonda, you're supposed to provide a counterpoint.
Excuse me, but are you trying to tell me how to do what?
anyways, Leslie Jones, Ghost awesome. Chasers SNL. Sorry, that was like complete digression, but that's what it reminded me of when you were talking about that.
Oh, that's a good one.
I just love that episode.
No, that totally makes fun of those shows, because they really are just, they're for entertainment.
But you still like watching them?
I do. I know that they're bogus and they're junk, but they're freaking amazing sometimes. Like, there are those ones that are like, they're like, I can't explain that, but I've explained the other 7 away. Why can't I explain this one? And I think it's kind of like, it's like when you're playing golf, right? 7 of your swings suck, but that 8th,
one you hit like really perfect. Well, and you're like,
you can't explain.
How do I explain that?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right,
gotta be some Jabberwocky. Got to be some Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
Is that what is it? Jabberwock? Is that what we're using?
Jabberwock.
Jabberwocko.
Oh.
Yes. Derpity derpy derp. Are you doing some Jabberwock music? What is that? Or are you back to the damn soundboard again?
I think that's you.
I don't think that's me.
Oh, it was me.
Yeah. Now we're going to switch gears. You guys want to play a game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's play it.
All right. So this game, it's called Guess the Gibberish, also known as Incohearent.
Jabberwock.
And so the point of this game is I'm going to give you a phrase,
Okay.
and this phrase is completely Jabberwocky, and you're supposed to figure out what it is that I'm saying. So
Jabberwocky? Or
Jabberwock.
it might be a little column A, a little column B. So this is of the pop culture category. Odd dough core egged. Odd dough core egged.
Ado core egg.
Correct. This is out of what category?
Pop culture.
Ado core egg.
Out
Odd.
of correg.
Odd
Out of correg.
dough core egged.
I go auto correg. Ado core.
I'll give you a hint.
Ado car.
It's a text replacement. So when you're texting,
Oh, I got it.
what do you got?
What is it?
Autocorrect.
Congratulations, you got that one. Autocorrect.
That was hard.
It is.
I'm gonna suck at
A
this.
tool that seems to change every typo into a sexual innuendo. Who knew?
It does seem like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, my phone does that. All right, but yours.
Here's another.
Mine's usually a sexual innuendo, and it tries to correct me out of that. No, you don't want to say the word fuck.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, you want to say
duck.
tuck or duck. It's always ducking.
It's always duck.
A friend of mine had written on their
so much
Facebook.
ducking.
A friend of mine had written on their Facebook page that said, I've done it. I finally autocorrect to say fuck.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Where
Do it enough times.
Yeah, where it finally gives up on you and just
Yeah,
says,
it's like,
"Oh,
all right,
okay, that's
fuck
what
it.
you want to say."
All
Fine.
right, duck it. I don't care. You do it.
Yeah.
Here's another pop culture. Glow, eek, hard, ashy, am. Glow, eek, hard, ashy, am.
Oh, that's on you this time.
You got to keep up with this one.
Khloe Kardashian.
Khloe Kardashian.
Well done.
Dun, 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 dun.
I had to say that.
This is gonna be your thing, man. You're gonna get these
I didn't know I could speak drunk.
drunkenese.
Drunkenese.
This one's from the kinky category.
Oh.
Purry, match, hurry, shack, Yule, Asian.
Shit.
Purry, match, hurry,
What?
shack, Yule, Asian.
Furry match. Furry shack. Oh my god.
Something about ejaculation. Something purry.
Oh, pre-ejaculation.
Ding! Da 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 da. You got
Oh,
it.
that was
Good
teamwork
job.
on that one.
Good job, guys. Teamwork. Premature ejaculation, an embarrassing event that will most likely cause her never to call you back again. All right. Let's do one out of, I don't know what the fuck this one is. It's called Party.
Birdie.
Score B on poll.
Scorpion pole.
Score B.
Scorpion bowl.
Scorpion Bowl. You are correct, sir.
Hey, you got one.
Yay!
Well, that wasn't too hard.
A communal bowl filled with liquor so you and your friends can get smashed simultaneously. I don't know how the hell I picked that
I've
one.
never heard of a scorpion bowl, by the way.
I've never heard of a score. Have you ever seen one of those before?
I've heard of a key party where people put their keys in a bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've covered that on this
you?
podcast as well. Yes.
That's probably where I heard it.
Hey, we're educational sometimes. Met, tickle, mayor, won. Huh.
What?
Is that pop culture?
This is party.
Birdie.
Met, tickle, mayor, won. Huh.
Marijuana.
Do you
Medical.
wanna-
Medical marijuana.
Hey, congratulations. You got that one too. How to get weed. It says how to get your weed covered by insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go buy it here, so we're good.
That's
true. It is legal
That's
in
what
our
you
state.
sound like when you're on medical marijuana.
Yeah, you probably already saw it. My apologies.
Yeah, try not to.
Bod, dull, hope, inner. Bod, dull, hope,
Bottle.
inner.
Opener. Bottle opener.
Hey, you got that right.
That's good.
Congratulations. Ding. I'm not even going to play that ding. All right, we'll do a couple more. This is kind of boring. I mean, maybe you guys are having fun. I don't know.
No, it's all right. I mean,
Okay. Ooh.
Sorry.
Just trying to make it exciting.
Just do one more. All right. Hey. Come on, you drunk old man.
Say it again. Do one more.
All right. For
Bonus round.
Furry bass bottom.
Are you playing music?
I am.
Okay. That's why I was curious. Like, I was going to go with this. I was going to go with something else. Do you mind if I do some music here?
Do it.
Okay.
Oh, it's your game music.
I prefer this for the game music.
That's fine. I just had that going because
Like
we had nothing else.
It's like I'm in the lobby of Nintendo or
There you
something.
go. It is. Do you know the game? Well, how about just what's the system?
It's NES? No.
It is for it is
feels
Nintendo.
like 64, Nintendo 64.
Ooh, your first guess was close. Your second guess was close, but it's right in the middle. It's Super Nintendo.
Super NES.
Pilot
Okay.
Wings is where that's from.
I would never guess that game.
The funny thing is, I can only picture it because he showed us because we couldn't guess it. I think it was Sarah and I were trying to guess at it.
Yeah.
He showed us, and now every time I hear it, I can only see the video game. I see the little plane
What is
moving
it?
around.
Which game is it? Pilot?
Pilot Wings.
I don't think I've ever played that one.
It's a fun game. That's that's the title screen.
Look at that.
Yeah.
1990.
1990.
That was like 30 years ago. 32.
Has it been that long? Man. It's already
You
eligible
people
for
are old.
retirement.
You guys are old.
Furry dude aid chip ping. Furry dude aid chip ping. What you got? Furry dude aid chip ping.
What? Furry dude. Your furry dude is chipping.
Furry dude aid. Furry dude aid chipping.
I don't even.
Aid chipping.
I can't even.
Dude aid.
Well,
dude
then
aid.
if you can't even, then maybe you should odd. That's not a hint. But I would say that this is
Dude aid.
prime for both of you figuring this out.
Furry dude aid.
Fur dude chipping.
Furry dude aid.
I gotta say this being like I'm drunk. Fur dude chipping.
It would be Amazon if you figured this out.
Furry dude.
Fur dude chipping.
Furry dude. Furry dude. What's a furry dude?
Furry dude.
Furry
Furry
dude.
It's not the movie
Free
Free
dude aid.
Dude.
Free
It's not-
dude aid. Dude aid.
You guys give up?
Yeah.
I think so.
Free 2-day shipping is the,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Sorry.
That is
That was really out there. That was really out there.
that in the advanced level.
Sure. I don't. Oh, okay. You have to think. I'll give you a hint in a moment. Hole, avant, fork, wrist, missed, issue. Hole, avant, fork, wrist, missed, issue. I'll give you a huge hint. It's a song.
It's missed you. I got missed you. So fork wrist, avant fork.
Oh my gosh.
Hole avant.
Seeing the answer here, it's funny, very funny.
Hole avant fort. Is something missed you?
All right. So while you guys figure that out, I will tell.
Fork wrist.
I'll tell the
Hold on,
listeners at
fork
home
wrist.
Fork wrist.
what it
Fork
is.
wrist. What's a fork wrist?
I don't know what a fork wrist is.
Avant fork. Avant fork.
It's a holiday song.
Oh jeez.
It's probably the #1 holiday song, and it comes back every single year.
Are we talking about Mariah?
We may be.
Oh, I don't know this.
missed you. Forkrist?
Oh my God, you know Mariah Carey.
Yeah, but I can't even think of the song right now as we're on the spot.
Oh,
Well,
because we've talked about that several times
got
on the
it.
show.
That's why I don't do well at quiz shows, man.
Yeah. Okay. All I want for Christmas
Is
you.
I wouldn't. What? I never.
Let me say that again. Let me say that
Pull
again.
avant fork wrist missed
I want
issue.
for Chris. Oh.
I guess.
I see it now. At the same time, I'm like, no. Absolutely not. No.
No!
Yes. That's
All
it.
We'll do one more.
All right.
All right. Don't show it, Jimmy.
I don't know if I want to do this. Stormy Daniels? No, I don't want to do that.
Nah.
I mean, nobody wants to do that.
One person did.
And that's why nobody wants to do it.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
No, that one's terrible.
All right. Could you not show us those? Okay, just cover the backs and stuff.
That was terrible too. You know what? I think we're good here.
All right. All right. Game over.
Want to do one for us, DeeLow? Go ahead. Here, I just take the fucking box. You took like 5 of them.
Don't show anybody this time.
Go ahead. Challenge us.
No, that sucked. Oh, okay. This is very good.
Okay.
Did you see it?
What?
Okay. As far as the actual word goes, so this is under party. Is that the blue?
Blues party. Yep.
Hog tote bear vest. Hog tote bear vest. Hog tote bear vest. This is under party.
Toga party?
Bear fucker. Do you need assistance? Tote bear. Oh, Oktoberfest.
You got it.
Woo!
Oh, I would not have gotten that. I was doing well in the beginning.
Grab another one. Or if you want to do one for us.
I can do one for you guys. I seem to suck at this point.
Oh, he's got a few. This is the overtime of this episode 49.
This is overtime.
Welcome to overtime. If you haven't tuned out yet.
That one sucks.
Okay. Meet whom movement? Ooh.
Home improvement.
Man.
Okay, I guess. Sure, gore, furry. Sure, gore,
Sugar.
furry.
Sugar fairy?
Sugar.
Fairy?
Sugar furry. Sugar furry.
Sugar. Sugar fur.
Sugar.
So gross.
Sugar foot. Sugar fur?
Sugar.
The hint
mama.
says boring alternative.
What?
Sugar.
There is no way I would
Sugar
drink,
tits.
There's no way I would drink this Mountain Dew that way.
So.
Oh,
And you got sugar.
Sugar.
the fuck?
Sugar.
Well,
there's no. It's not sugar tits.
It's furry.
Sugar
It's
fairy.
furry.
Sugar
Sugar fur.
Sugar free.
Oh,
Sugar free.
Sugar free.
But never.
You're right. They do have, and it's terrible. What,
Yeah, it's
what's
awful.
the purpose of sugar-free Diet Mountain Dew?
And caffeine free.
Caffeine free? Fuck
Caffeine
all
free.
that. Fuck all
Sugar
of
free
that.
makes no
There's
sense.
No sense
right.
in that.
Cold hen chow hair.
Cold hen chow hair.
Golden shower.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You got it.
Woohoo!
I may not have been close enough to the mic here.
Oh no, I think you're good. Okay. I mean, you'll. I'll fix that later.
But you're just diving into all the nasty ones, aren't you?
Oh, I'm.
Those are the kink ones.
That's all right.
I am
Ones are
grabbing the.
You
from
can do
that.
another nasty one.
All right. Well,
We'll probably do better at that than we will anything else.
Grab the kids here.
bud pole lug.
Butt plug.
Oh, how come the ones
In
I get are
unison now.
easy?
Oh, that's good shit. But that just
That's
must,
because you're throwing the nasty ones
that's a
out.
testament of what we are at this point in
I
time
think
in the
that
podcast.
that just says a lot about you guys right there. That's what this is. All right. I'm going with one. That one seems stupid. I'm not going with that one.
You guys ever hear about the Paulding light?
All right.
Google that.
Mashal hot hay.
Shoal hot hay.
Hot hey. Hottie. Marshall Hottie?
Hot hay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to do this.
Sure.
Let's see what the hint is.
Chocolate.
New drink fad.
latte.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Marshmallow latte.
Close. Getting close.
I like that. Marshmallow latte. Marshawn Lynch.
The new drink fad.
Something latte.
There's a green tea that is whisked to a froth.
Sounds like a great weekend, if you know what I'm saying.
Green tea that's whisked
to a froth?
First of all, green tea sucks
a pleasant
ass.
texture.
Green tea sucks ass.
It's an ass sucker.
It sucks ass. So add onto that a froth,
and you've got really sucky ass.
All right, you guys, you want the answer?
Yeah.
Mai Tai?
Matcha latte.
Matcha. I never would have guessed matcha. Wow.
Beyond latte, I wouldn't have got that.
MAT.
So I went from super easy.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Sexual ones to super hard food ones.
Whoops.
Steve, right?
Yeah.
All right.
We done with that?
Yeah, we're done with that.
All right, fine.
I hate you all so much!
Well, thanks for sticking around. I guess that's going to do it for this episode. Oh, what you got?
No, just go ahead and play the outro.
Okay.
Pick tin kin herchie.
Yeah, it's pick tick kin herchie.
That's right. I just saw the back.
Okay, then it's you.
Pick Tig Herchie. What? Pick
I mean, is this even a real phrase?
Yeah, they totally talk about
I
this
have
all
never
the
heard
time.
about this.
This is definitely a
Are
phrase.
you ready for it?
Yeah. Big dick energy.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Oh yeah,
that.
I've heard of it.
Big dick energy.
I've never referred to somebody as
All the
big
cool
dick.
kids know it.
Not what we have on today's episode.
It says the hint is cocky. The act of being incredibly confident in yourself without being cocky about it.
And if you like us, if you're big and cocky, always remember
There is a Big Dick Energy.
Dick Energy podcast. My name's Tony.
I'm DeeLow.
Double D.
And thanks for sticking around. Remember, you can catch us on Twitter at There's a Better One. Email us There's a Better Podcast. Find us at There's a Better Podcast on the Instagram. And hey, stick around. We'll do another show in another week. Until then, whatever.